Five-judge Supreme Court bench led by Justice N.V. Ramanna will examine the curative petitions filed by two Nirbhaya gang rape case convicts, Vinay Sharma and Mukesh. The two convicts had moved the curative pleas after a Delhi court issued a death warrant in their name and announced 22nd of January as the date of their execution. This after the High Court had earlier dismissed their review pleas last month. Curative petitions are the last and the final legal remedy available to a convict.
मुझे पूरा उम्मीद है क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ने दो बार उनकी अपील पढ़ी है, दो बार ये पूरा केस सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने है। 10 महीना ट्रायल चला था जब उनकी अपील आई थी, रिव्यू भी उनकी खारिज हुई है। तो मुझे पूरा उम्मीद है कि आज उनकी याचिका खारिज होगी और 22 तारीख को उनको फांसी होगी 7 बजे और निर्भया को 22 तारीख को इंसाफ मिलेगा।
So you were listening to Asha Devi, mother of Nirbhaya, expressing confidence that this time the curative petitions will be dismissed and the two convicts who have appealed for their mercy will not be entertained and they will be hanged. That is how justice will be served to Nirbhaya. That's the word coming in as a reaction from Nirbhaya's mother, Asha Devi. And let's also tell our viewers the importance of these curative pleas is that this is the last legal recourse, the last remedy, so to speak, available to a death row convict. The Supreme Court 5-judge bench led by Justice N.V. Ramanna will examine the curative petitions filed by two Nirbhaya gang rape case convicts, Vinay Sharma and Mukesh. The curative petitions are decided in chambers by the judges, so the lawyers are not involved, the lawyers are not heard in this case. The judges will be deciding on the case in chambers. So what does that mean? Meenakshi Bhanja will be able to explain to us. Meenakshi, over to you for the latest on the curative pleas. What time are we going to get a final outcome on this? And when we say in chamber, will be decided in chamber by the judges, lawyers are not involved, what does that mean for the viewer?
Well, the curative powers of the Supreme Court were powers which the court gave it to itself by way of the Hurra versus Hurra judgment. And this is a special jurisdiction power of the Supreme Court to correct the irremediable harm if it feels that any has been done by way of its past judgments. Now, in-chamber hearing means the judges will mull over this curative plea, which is saying that Nirbhaya outcomes, which have been decided by 3 cases, by 3 forums of judicial scrutiny from the trial court to the High Court to the Supreme Court, and then subject to the review jurisdiction also of the Supreme Court, is something which needs a relook by the top court, because according to the curative, there is this element of reformative justice that has been overlooked given the relatively young age of these convicts. But Afrida, remember, the in-chamber hearing is also a clear indication that ahead of 22nd January execution date, where the death warrants have already been issued for these convicts, the Supreme Court really is very keen to expedite this, because it is sometimes for years that the Supreme Court is not able to make judicial time to hear curative in some other instances.
Right. So a couple of important points, but what you're saying essentially is that the curative petition has appealed on 2 points, reformative justice and the relative young age of the convict. So we'll get an outcome by later this afternoon. Meenakshi will keep us updated. Thanks very much.